This epic, whimsical, and majestical slice of nature has come a long way this year, and we have plans. But before we get into what the future holds for the Microverse, I would like to talk to you a little bit about how it came to be. Welcome to the Microverse. Plants have been an obsession of mine almost all my life, and it all started with this awesome life form. My grandparents were artists. While Grandma used oil paints, Grandpa used substrate and flora. He got me interested in plants early on, and was the one that taught me a lot of what I know. At some point in my childhood, my father went to an open-air pet market and obtained a water snake. Due to my even earlier obsession with dinosaurs, when my father showed me that little noodle life form, I fell in love with reptiles. I also recall distant family members kept aquariums, and after a few visits, a new obsession crystallized. So I started breeding guppies and watching aquascaping tutorials. I started keeping corn snakes and sand boas, and watching the amazing Brian Voracek talk about ball pythons, a dream animal of mine at the time. All while hoarding plants and learning to commune with the flora life forms. Around 2014-2015, I discovered terrariums through Serpa Design. Seeing Tanner put waterfalls and rivers in glass boxes that were fully planted sent me on a spiral. And within a week, I had watched all the content I could find on YouTube on the subject. Around 2016-2017, I discovered a patch of moss growing in the deserts of Egypt and attempted to make some terrariums. When I moved to the mysterious lands known as Canada, I noticed that moss was literally growing in the pavement. I knew I had to do a thing, but I had no idea how magical that thing would turn out to be. This was also a chance for me to keep one of my dream animals, the ball python. And after doing literally all of the research that one could do on the matter, I set up a bioactive enclosure with the intention to house a baby ball python. And thus the adorable Illumi came into my life. When he needed an upgrade, I wanted to show the interwebs my humble creations. And so I started doing TikToks. It wasn't until I spoke with a certain YouTuber, and he was the one who convinced me to start a YouTube channel. And the rest, as they say, was history. So here we are, about 100 videos in, and just shy of 5,000 subscribers. So I quickly realized that this is something I would love to do for the remainder of my days. And I have a majestical year planned for you awesome life forms. Here is the plan for this coming sun cycle. I want to be more consistent in making content for all you awesome life forms. So I shall be posting one video a week for as long as I possibly can. The first week of every month will be a build video. The second week will be a care guide of sorts, whether it be fauna, flora, or whole ecosystems. The third week of every month will either be a small build or an update on one of the previous builds. The fourth week of every month will be a Secrets of the Microverse type narrative. With minor changes here or there, this is what I like to do content-wise. Since I want to do this indefinitely, I require your support. Technically, just watching and interacting with any of this content is tremendous support, and I greatly appreciate it. If you like a video, hit the like button. If you like the content that we're making, you shall subscribe! We also have a merch store. I personally design and release products on a semi-consistent basis. I'll be more consistent, okay? We'll get more products out there. But there's Christmas hoodies, there's Halloween hoodies, I plan on doing seasonal stuff, and way more. This hobby can get expensive really fast. And if you ask literally any YouTuber, they'll tell you that editing and making content is a full-time job. So I shall be starting a Patreon page for all you hardcore life forms that are willing and able to financially support this whimsical, magical place that I fondly call the Microverse. In return, you'll be receiving some awesome perks, including discounts on merch, one-on-one consultations with this life form. And I'm not saying that a package of moss will magically appear at your doorstep every year, but I'm also not saying that. Click the link in the description below to find out more about these awesome perks.
We also have a website. TheMicroverse.ca contains the written history and lores of the Microverse, as well as a free downloadable terrarium care guide, and so much more is coming.
But that's not all. IRL, or in real life, the Microverse is involved in Cult of the Plant, a collaborative endeavor which involves vending local and drivable reptile and plant expos and shows, as well as a future channel centered around satiristic storytelling of flora and fauna life forms. And if you ever wanted to see my work in person, you can also find a Microverse display at Richie's Feed and Seed, which is a local garden center here in Ottawa. They are also where I get most, if not all, my terrarium and tropical plants.
Here is a highlight reel of all the awesomeness that occurred within this past sun cycle.
I finally come to our winner of the Exoterra Terrascaping Canadian Reptile Breeders Expo competition. Is Adam.
If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say I really appreciate you and all of your support. This past sun cycle has been nothing short of life-changing. And it's all thanks to you. Yes, you! The exquisite, whimsical, majestical starlight dust that is you. From the depth of my moss-covered soul, thank you. You are why I do this, why I got this far, and why I keep going. The muchest of gratitudes to you, my dearest life forms, and may the moss be with you, mycelium.